the fashion in which he just defeated Keith Thurman.
The towering Inferno is still the towering Inferno. He's a problem. He's 6'6", 154. He's a problem for anybody.
Mike, what'd you think?
Like I said, you know, it's hard for anybody to come back after 3 years and try to come back and fight top guy in the division. And Fundora went out and done what he's supposed to do. I mean, you know, Thurman done what he could do, but just wasn't enough. And, he was just too elusive and too busy for him.
Hey, brother, how you doing, man? Well, talk about what happened with Keith tonight. Man, I'm heartbroken for my man, but we knew it was gonna be an uphill battle. Hey, Fundora beast, bro. Beast.
So you put that on top of it? He 36, 37 years old. Injuries and everything that he done went through. With, you know, his body breaking down on him. All these postponed fights and due to injury or, you know, his opponent getting injured and stuff, man, like, Keith's career, man, the end of his career has been a travesty.
The boxing world lit up after the clash between Keith Thurman and Sebastian Fundora, with Caleb Plant praising Fundora as being in peak form, crediting his outstanding performance to elite coaching and a flawless game plan.
Stopping Keith.
Yeah, well, Fundora did great tonight. He had a great game plan. He implemented it. He got great coaching. He's got, you know, a great chin, great gas tank. And he's just a great fighter, man.
Was there anything that surprised you about the fight, or you felt like Keith could have done a little bit better?
Man, I think, yeah, I think, you know, it's just it's a hard puzzle to solve.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, in terms of 154, do you, based on how he fought, do you see Fundora being the best at 154?
Yeah, right now I think he's got the most momentum. He's got a lot of confidence, and right now I think he's on top of his game.
Is there anyone you see being able to handle that size, that length, just the pressure?
I mean, I would never. I'm not going to say there's nobody out there that can't get it done, but right now, as far as the eye test goes, he's got
Rolando Romero claims Sebastian Fundora is simply too tall for his weight class, calling it unfair and hinting at hidden tactics in boxing that aren't openly discussed.
The version of Fundora, the best version you've seen in...
Man, that dude need to be 86 from the division. He way too tall. I'm sorry, they need to calibrate them scales. I don't know how he making them weight classes. It is not fair.
Too cold.
It is not fair.
So he beats Virgil Ortiz.
It is. Forget about. It is not fair for him to be in that weight class.
Would you pick him against the 154s? So is that what you're saying? Like,
it is not fair for him to be in that weight class. They need to calibrate them scales. We don't know how he makes that weight. All stuff. There is some kind of trickery going on in boxing that nobody wants to talk about.
What do you think about the sustained beatings that he passes out? When he fights, it's the way he gets on top of people and just destroys them.
Man, he over there trying to chop everybody.
Ryan Garcia reacted on X after the fight, saying he called it, describing Sebastian Fundora as a stylistic nightmare for Keith Thurman, while congratulating Fundora and praising his dominant performance and his own prediction confidence. Meanwhile, Timothy Bradley stated that Thurman is no longer the same one-time fighter, suggesting his career may be over and noting that he didn't look sharp or impressive in this performance.
Watching Keith fight, watching Fundora, watching Keith, I'm looking at their resumes and I'm just like, man, if Keith pull this off, man, this fight right here might put his ass in the Hall of Fame. If he win this fight, man, this might put him in the Hall of Fame, man. You know, he got some good names on his resume, like, you know, Guerrero and Sean Porter and, you know, a few others. He got some good names on his resume. But this right here, how long he really been out of the ring, like, in the last 3 years, he's only been 3 rounds, people. He's only been he's only been 3 rounds. The last 3 years, he's only been 3 rounds. Yeah, he gonna have to kill Fundora. Fundora is he like a damn rooster. He just keep plucking and plucking and plucking. If you don't take his life, kill him, he ain't got no breath in his body, it's all, you can't beat him. I promise y'all that, man. That dude will throw and throw and throw and throw and throw and keep throwing, eating shots and keep throwing. Anyways, man, I'm praying for you, Keith. Man, for real. I think I'm bullshitting. I'm praying for Keith, man. I'm praying for him. I'm praying for Regis Prograis. Ooh, I'm praying for Regis Prograis. Oh, God.
Roy Jones Jr. reacted to the fight by praising Sebastian Fundora as a towering inferno, calling him incredible and highlighting how effectively he uses his unique style to dominate in the ring.
Fundora went out and done what he's supposed to do. I mean, Thurman done what he could do, but this wasn't enough. And he was just too elusive and too busy for him. He wanted to fight. The referee done the right thing. We stopped the fight. There's no need taking on necessary punishment. He's a good fighter. And
Excessive punishment for no reason.
For no reason whatsoever.
What do you think happens next for Keith? Is it time to hang him up or to maybe look for a different division? Where do you think he goes from here, Roy?
Well, for me, it's hard to come back at a fighter like that. When you come back fight, you come to the top guy in the division. It's hard to do that, bro. So he's going to do other things, but it's hard to do that.
Teddy Atlas praised Sebastian Fundora, saying he maximizes his height and style to perfection, is performing at an elite level, and is firmly in the prime of his boxing career.
What's your thoughts on that?
With the confidence he's got right now, using his height, the way that he's using it, a lot better. His length and his height, not just his height. He's not, it's not out of question that he could beat anybody. It's not out of question he could beat anyone. Boots is a real good, solid fighter, and he's undefeated. He hasn't learned how to lose. That's a big, big plus, that he has not learned how to lose. And he was a real good amateur. He's a very solid fighter, Boots. Again, he's a very dimensional fighter. He can fight inside, he can box, he can pressure you, he can punch. He's a good body puncher.
Antonio Tarver expressed heartbreak for Keith Thurman while also calling Sebastian Fundora a beast, warning that he'll be a serious problem for anyone he faces.
Right now, but Fundora's going to be a tough out for anybody, bro. He's learning how to use his reach and height a lot better, so he's going to be a tough puzzle to solve.
Keith Thurman expressed disappointment with the outcome, stating the referee didn't do him justice, and insisting he could have continued if the fight hadn't been stopped, calling the situation both unfortunate and frustrating.
They make a mistake, and he was just getting way too comfortable. He had a hard press, and we were right on the verge of getting to that sweet spot where both of us were ready to go toe-to-toe, blow for blow, and the ref couldn't handle the violence and, what I was taking. A lot was on the gloves. Some of this on this side was me catching. I remember a fight that I had where on the side of my head looked like a monster symbol, right? And I was like, how the heck did that happen? And it came from the inseam of my own fist. You got 1, 2, 3. The inseam of my own fist hitting my own head, that's where my bruising came from. So we get bruised up just from blocking shots as much as we get bruised up from taking shots. So it's just unfortunate, man. I really think I could hear the crowd. The fight was really just getting good. I was on my feet, never got dropped, and it's just unfortunate.
Teddy Atlas weighed in on the referee's quick stoppage, acknowledging Sebastian Fundora's heart while noting that many viewers disagreed with the decision. He explained the referee likely acted out of caution given Keith Thurman's condition, while also understanding both sides of the argument.
Absolutely, but the referee, a lot of viewers not too thrilled with referee Taylor tonight in that quick stoppage.
I agree. Listen, I can't argue with them, but I don't like to be on the fence. I'm not known for sitting on the fence, but I could understand and don't disagree with them, but at the same time, you could see that the referee kind of knew he'd be safe stopping this because like, how you gonna really go nuts on him when the guy's busted up, when it was a shutout, and it didn't look like it was going to change.
Richard Torres Jr. reacted to Sebastian Fundora's performance by highlighting his incredible reach, height advantage, and relentless pressure, noting that every opponent, including Keith Thurman, struggles with his unique style. He praised Fundora's resilience, punch resistance, and non-stop aggression, saying it's rare to see a 6 feet 6 inches fighter at 150 pounds dominate so effectively. Torres emphasized that this blend of size and skill is changing the boxing landscape, calling Fundora a dangerous, game-changing force and expressing excitement for what's next.
We saw Sebastian Fundora put on one of those Fundora-esque, Inferno-esque performances again tonight, man. Tell us what you saw.
What are you supposed to do against that guy, man? You know, he's a guy that wants to come at you, wants to stay active, but has this reach that's insane. He can hit you from across the ring, and every guy's gonna be significantly shorter than him. That's a fight, man. Like, anytime he gets in the ring, you know the other person's gonna have a difficult job because he's never fought someone like him. You know, he's just a different guy. You know, I used to not like watching film on some of my guys, so like they never fight me how they fight other people. I think that's how Fundora must feel all the time. He's never gonna get a fighter that can fight his natural style or the style that he wants somebody against him. He's 6'6" and 150 pounds. It's insane.
I mean, and it's crazy, man, even when you land punches on him, this is a dude who truly seems like he takes it personal. Not like he gets mad, but if you hit him hard, he hits you 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
He is as nasty as they come.
And he took the shot like a champ too. He took like 3 or 4 of Keith Thurman shots, and he ate him, man, and kept coming back. It was incredible. It was a really great showing from him, and I'm just excited to see what's next from him. I'm a fan, you know? And it's weird because like you see it on TV, but you don't get like the awe until you're in person of like that size discrepancy with I don't know when I've seen it like that again, you know? Like 6'6" versus what was he, 5'8", 5'6"? It was almost a foot of just height, and then the length and everything. That guy's dangerous, man.
Right. I mean, and for Keith Thurman, we haven't seen Keith Thurman get bludgeoned like that. We haven't seen him get beaten like that. I mean, he seemed to have been angry in the corner after the stoppage, but even then, man, I mean, still, this was an absolute, we've never seen Keith get stopped. Let's start there and stop it.
The host of Blue Blood Sports TV reacted strongly to the fight between Sebastian Fundora and Keith Thurman, pointing out that Thurman, once a unified WBC and WBA champion, endured a brutal beating. Fundora dominated every round and stopped him the 6th, showcasing major improvements since his loss to Brian Mendoza. The host highlighted how Fundora has evolved, mastering distance, pace, and range control, even landing powerful uppercuts from 2 feet away while keeping Thurman constantly on the back foot. Despite Thurman's ring IQ and past wins over Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, and Manny Pacquiao, he couldn't match Fundora's size, skill, and relentless aggression on the night. The host concluded by suggesting Thurman should consider retirement after such punishment, while praising Fundora's evolution and warning that his combination of height, technique, and power makes him a serious threat to anyone in the division, including top contenders like Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Keith one-time Thurman, who at one point in time held the WBC and the WBA title. They fought tonight. Sebastian Fundora is now 24 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 16 wins by way of knockout. And he absolutely beat the stuffings out of Keith Thurman, who is now 31 wins, 2 losses, no draw, 23 wins by way of knockout. And he stopped Keith Thurman in the 6th round. Sebastian Fundora just retired Keith Thurman, people. I don't want to see Keith Thurman come back after what I just witnessed. Keith Thurman just took a brutal beating. Literally. He took a brutal beating. Sebastian Fundora has gotten leaps and bounds better than when he got knocked out by Brian Mendoza. Right? it's typical of people to harvest a flaw that they saw and not pay attention to the progress. And everybody harvests on the fact that he got caught with this right hook. He got caught by Lubin by it, he got dropped, and he got knocked out by Fundora by it. By Brian Mendoza. He has made the adjustment to that now. He has literally made the adjustment to that. He fights tall. He's very active with his jab. He controls the range. And
that's it for today's video. Stay tuned. And until next time, we'll see you in the next one.